answer that. I agree. Who is watching the watcher? Because I'm not for regulating the proper press, the broadsheet press. But it is insane to me that the tabloid press has been left unregulated all this time. You know, what are the arguments not to regulate it? People say, oh, well, it's an intrusion on freedom of speech. Well, we regulate broadcast media. We regulate, with Ofcom, BBC News, Sky News, ITN, Channel 4, and they're all really good. That's fantastic journalism. So in what way would tabloid journalism, be compromised by having a proper regulatory body of the type of Ofcom watching them? I don't see that. There's only one reason why there isn't that regulatory body, and that's been the cowardice of politicians up till now. Fear of the press, terror of Murdoch.
Right. John Gaunt, a regulated press?
No, I think it's. I think the PCC has got faults clearly, and clearly clearly they were lied to. But why would you want more regulation? Why can't we've got
Just
laws?
Stop Millie Dowler being hacked.
Hold on a minute. We've got laws of defamation, libel and slander, haven't we? I don't think we need to regulate the press more. What we need to do is use the existing laws we've got. People can choose which newspapers they read, Hugh, in this country, and I believe we need less regulation. And if we're not careful, if we over-regulate the press, then we don't have a free press.
But that's what I just said. We regulate TV.
And there may have been stories in the papers about you that you don't like. I'm not condoning the hacking, but the other incident you were involved in, that was perfectly in the public domain. You don't want to get in the paper, keep it in your trousers.
Can I come back?
Cheap and pathetic. I'm not quarrelling with that.
What
you did was...
None at all. I always put my hands up, I said I did it, and of course I expected it to be in the paper. It was on public record, so you really can't get me with that.
But John, let me ask you a serious question.
Yeah.
I don't accept what you said, that it's lack of guts in the case of politicians. There is a genuine worry about politicians controlling the press. We've all seen what happened in China.
Why is there not a worry about politicians controlling the broadcast media?
Put your hand down.
You decided...
Sure.
Most of the press decided they wanted self-regulation.
Yeah.
That was called the PCC.
Yeah.
Talk about gentlemen without trousers. I mean, there was nothing there, was there?
No.
The PCC has been a total failure in regulating the media. Now, if you want to avoid politicians doing it, and I'm very doubtful about that being wise, I agree with you, then you've got to have a PCC which actually works. Which would say you can't have 20 editions in the next 3 days because you behave so badly.
Exactly.
How do we get that?
Or fines them.
I mean, you
like
asked
Ofcom.
constructively. How do we get it?
I think that self-regulation largely has worked. I think in this particular case... No, I think it has.
Why are we all sitting here if it's worked?
In this particular case, no one is going to condone the hacking of Millie Dowler, and we all have said that right from the beginning. But if we don't have a press that can investigate... This is one of the problems with the News of the World. The News of the World was a great newspaper in terms of some of the investigations and the campaigns that it had. I think we'd accept that, would we not?
You have to go back a long way.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Come on, John.
And my view is that yes, we need to beef up the PCC, and I think Baroness Luscombe, who's in charge of it, would actually agree with that herself now, because she was obviously lied to in that particular case. But the idea that we want more regulation and that we need people to tell us what we can and cannot watch or see or listen to is ludicrous. But you go down that route, it'll be like France and it'll be like Spain, and we will not have a free press.
But TV is regulated, and especially TV news.
Yeah, and I would say it's too regulated. Well, Mark Thompson, the boss of this great institution, now says let's have some partial news channels. Those on the left don't want that because they won't be popular. Why can't we have partial news? Like we have partial radio.
You'd be a big hit on Fox News in this country for sure.
Yeah, well, why can't we have Fox News? You don't want to watch Fox News, turn over and watch something else. Who are you to tell us what we can and cannot watch, you?
Okay.
Who is Murdoch?
We don't tell you what to get.
Who is Murdoch to tell us who and who we shouldn't vote for through
I'm not talking about you.
Right.
Everybody just accepted that Murdoch can't win elections anymore, Hugh. So that point is absolutely ridiculous.